Men were traditionally classified as alphas and betas. Beta males were more inclined to follow the rules, whereas alpha males were renowned for their dominance, self-assurance, and leadership. Yet, as time went on, a brand new male demographic known as Sigmas began to get greater attention. Sigmas, or the lone wolves, have distinctive characteristics that set them apart from the rest. They are good leaders just like alphas, but they prefer to recline and blend in with the pack. They like to watch things from a distance and only assume leadership when it's absolutely necessary. These men are smart, reserved, and self-sufficient. They don't require supervision. They stay away from the social order out of their own free will. Because of their introversion, you won't catch them conversing unduly. While many find them difficult to comprehend, Sigmas are often seen to be more of mentors to those in their circle. Nevertheless, they are most well known for keeping their personal affairs hidden. They don't do this for the sake of it. Here are 10 reasons why Sigmas tend to be more private. 1. You become invulnerable with a few people in your life. Only when someone knows a lot about you will they destroy you. The more information others have about you, the more vulnerable you become. If someone doesn't know anything about you, they have no influence on you. Sigma men don't reveal much personal information to others. They won't simply linger around for small conversation because they're bored. The main reasons why most individuals engage in chit-chats are boredom and a desire to avoid being alone. While these conversations may appear innocent, quite often people reveal important details about themselves. You reveal facts which ought to be kept secret when you speak too much. Your acts could seem innocent at the moment, yet if that individual ends up becoming an adversary later, you've undoubtedly given them the knowledge they need to ruin your life. Sigma males are prone to being loyal to themselves more than others and often avoid such from occurring. They are quite conservative when it comes to sharing information. Rarely do they say something that may later have a detrimental effect on them. 2. They are very concerned with trust issues. The majority of individuals have several friends, neighbors, and co-workers. They have an unlimited array of acquaintances who they often divulge their vulnerabilities to. As a result, details about their lifestyle spreads like wildfire. Sigma guys, however, like more intimate settings and avoid being around a lot of imposters. They exclusively desire to have relationships with people they can rely on. They struggle with trust and aren't the type of individuals who want to embrace others right away. Anyone must earn the right to be included in a Sigma male circle. The majority of Sigma males believe that being alone is the best way to protect their secrets. They prefer to maintain a small group of individuals around since they may confide in them completely without worrying about telling anybody else their secrets. This explains why Sigmas keep their personal lives so private. They want their information to remain private until they are certain it won't damage them. It may be difficult to win a Sigma's confidence since despite your best efforts, he will remain wary of you until he gets comfortable with you. He gradually opens up and shares details of his life once he is certain that you are worthy of his trust. Even after that, Sigmas still exercise caution when disclosing their personal information. 3. Defense against energy hogs and doubters. When you share an excessive amount of your private life with the general public, you open the door for unfriendly individuals in your life. These individuals lack anything positive to contribute. All they can do is criticize everything you say and do. When you allow these people in your life, they begin to rob you of all the positive experiences you have. They come with nothing constructive to contribute, and when they observe positive outcomes from your activities, they try to divert your attention away from it so that you may lose. It is really risky to be in the company of folks like them. When they are in your circle, you can never develop. Sigma guys despise negative individuals as well as those that siphon off their energy. Since they don't give up a lot of information, they don't let individuals like that into their life. Sigmas make it a point to constantly keep themselves occupied to avoid chance of hindering their personal life. They like their life to remain private and make every effort to keep it that way. 4. Stronger and genuine relationships. Keeping the details of your private life concealed from the general public not only give you respect, but also facilitates the development of stronger friendships and other connections. You will have a lot more influence over these connections, which are likely to continue for a much longer period of time. Because Sigma men do not share their confidential details, they are able to cultivate robust relationships that are founded on trust, respect, and comprehension. If you just met someone, you won't give them the same level of trust as your real friends. It is quite difficult to be upfront with them since you do not know what their true intentions are. Many have the misconception that if you are more well-known, it would be simpler for you to establish friends. Unfortunately, this usually isn't the case. Celebrities only have many acquaintances and just a few genuine friends. However, if a Sigma male allows you in his circle, it means that he has made a lot of evaluation. This makes them more likely to have genuine people around them. Sigma males value quality over quantity and would rather have a few close friends than a large number of casual ones. Those close to them gets attracted to them as they are aware that they are dependable individuals. A Sigma won't break the confidence placed in them by another person and will always remain beside them no matter what. 5. They take pleasure in being alone. Sigma men tend to be introverts who like spending much of their time alone. They never feel lonely or bored when they are by themselves. Sigma's intellect is his most formidable tool as their minds are always moving from one to the next part of their life. They devote part of their time to reflecting on the past and considering ways in which they might have done things better or learned something to enhance their capabilities. They simply prefer to be left alone occasionally so that they may bask in a peaceful and quiet environment. The majority of individuals, when left alone for a short period of time, have feelings of anxiety and quickly begin searching for a company. While many people detest being in solitude, Sigmas prefer to be by themselves. When a Sigma is conversing with anyone, it won't happen because he's bored, rather, because he thinks the other individual is worth having a meaningful conversation with. Nonetheless, this does not imply that they do not appreciate people. Rather, Sigmas just love their personal space to think and re-energize. It is a wonderful sensation to be able to take pleasure in one's own companionship and not be reliant on the energy provided by others. Sigmas are able to find satisfaction within, in contrast to the majority who are always looking for a person or thing to complete the emptiness in their life. Sigmas are able to validate themselves and hence have no need for others' approval. And this is among the factors that contributes to their positive outlook on life. They are able to look on the bright side of any circumstance and make the most of it, regardless of what other individuals think. 6. They only have a few friends. Sigma guys are not the sort of individuals that have a lot of friends. Rather, they often have a narrow group of friends, and anyone who is not a part of that circle is seen as an acquaintance. They don't spend their time hanging out with individuals who aren't worthwhile nor socialize with everyone. Before considering someone a friend, a Sigma will put forth the effort to know them on a deeper level. We inhabit an environment where it is not unusual to consider a person a buddy after just having known them for a short period of time. This is not something Sigma guys do since they are aware that not all individuals can be their friends, and because of this, they will not spend much time with those they don't really trust. They neither feel hesitant nor uncomfortable avoiding contact with persons who are unable to respect their need for privacy. You can't assume that everyone in your immediate vicinity loves you, since some of them are only pretending to be friendly. They put on a front of being wonderful people. However, what they truly desire is quite different. The more you give them your personal information, the simpler it is to navigate you and bring you to justice. Because of this, Sigmas are very cautious with their private life. 7. Less of an obligation to comply. To a greater extent than other individuals, Sigma guys have developed an awareness of their surroundings. They are well aware that others are unlikely to challenge their behavior if they keep the specifics of their personal lives hidden. When there is nothing negative that can be said about an individual, the community usually leaves them alone. The Sigma guys do not consider themselves to be dumb for being private. They are well aware that if they choose to divulge less about their personal life to the world, nobody will ever have any cause to expect anything from them. People in today's society have been indoctrinated to believe that they have the authority to control the actions of others and direct them along a certain course of action. By letting everybody understand your private life, you give up your right to privacy, and other people take advantage to exert some kind of control over you. For instance, when you don't like what others do and you let them know, they will try to persuade you, and the fact that they are making such an effort could drain your energy. When it comes to avoiding all of the turmoil, Sigma men strive to keep their private lives from the majority. 8. Better mental health. When you have just a few people in your circle, you don't have much problems to solve. You have very little to worry about. Sigma men maintain a private life so that they have less to be concerned about. Given that their personal lives are exposed to the world, many people struggle with severe anxiety. When society has more information about you, it is much simpler to exert its influence on you. The Sigma men do all in their power to steer clear of situations like these, which is why they maintain their privacy. They are the only ones that genuinely understand what's going on in their life, thus this gives them an edge over other individuals and puts them ahead. When you have the confidence that no one can find you or find a way to destroy you, you experience a certain level of calm. 9. They take care of their own affairs. Sigmas do not have any interest in learning about the private issues of other individuals. They would rather forge their own path and cope with the problems that arise in their own lives. Whether or not it's aimed at them, Sigmas avoid talks and rumors that are detrimental. They avoid becoming engaged in any kind of drama since they are aware that it will just lead them to stress. They keep their attention on the things they have power over and don't allow others influence them. These men prefer to spend time in settings where they can be at ease and not depleted by negativity. This does not imply that Sigmas don't cherish the company of others. It means they seek out peace more than anything else. Sigmas are people who want to concentrate on themselves and aren't fond of interfering with others' affairs. They don't worry about others, which enables them to maintain control over their own life. The majority of people have the misconception that Sigma guys are unpleasant since they don't give heed to anybody except themselves. Nevertheless, this perception is nowhere near the reality. While they may seem to be aloof, they are open-minded to interact with people, but not excessively. The lone wolves are against meddling in others' affairs. 10. They intend to give nobody justification. If you have any knowledge whatsoever about Sigma men, then you are aware that they do not give a damn about what others think of them. They do not care how other people perceive their behaviors. People will never be able to resist the need to criticize others. And regardless of what you do, you will never be able to please everyone. Some individuals make their whole life an explanation of their acts and continue to share all that occurs in their lives until there is no longer anything that can be concealed. Sigma men, on the other hand, do not behave this way. They do not consult with anybody before doing something. They offer no explanations for their acts, and they don't want anybody else to be aware of what's going on in their life. A Sigma won't take their time explaining themselves on whichever platform. They are certain of their choices that they won't even bother to explain what they did, just so they may feel like they've been validated or comprehended.